Hello everyone, this is TJ with Robinhood Coins, and as you can see, we are hunting 2 boxes of nickels. I was just curious, so I went and checked, and I've only found 6 buffalo nickels out of all the boxes that I've hunted. I found my fair share of war nickels, and given away over half of them is Robinhood Coins giveaways. Hopefully these 2 boxes change our luck, we find more buffaloes and more war nickels, and something really good for the Robinhood Coins giveaway for this video. As always, all you have to do to enter the giveaway is comment on the video, and we'll use a random comment picker to pick the winner. Well, I have my red book handy, I have my Rob Finds Treasure coin mat handy, so let's get into these rolls. Alright, we are on roll number 4, and we have our first oldie of the night. It is a 1941. I already saw the mint mark. It's a Denver mint mark. It's not in great condition at all, but it's still a 1941, only a few years away from Buffalo, so still pretty cool. One thing I like about coin roll hunting is just the interesting things you find. This 1987 had a lot of luster on it. I saw it and I was like, wow, so shiny, but man, it is scratched up. Big old chunk taken out of it right there. One of those that, man, if that was in better condition, that would have been a great find. And then we also found a 1968 San Francisco, one of the more later years San Francisco, so that was cool too. Roll 15 brings us another oldie. This time it's a 1942. Wouldn't that be cool if it was a war nickel, but it's not. It's that transition year. This is just a regular old Philadelphia, but it's still a 42, very old, and I will take it all day long. We also had this nice 1970 San Francisco as well as the 69 San Francisco to go with the 68 that we found earlier. We had two 2009s, which is cool. And we had this coin that just had some really odd wear on it. Look at that. I don't know if it's a dryer coin or just was some sort of postmint damage, obviously, but just a very interesting little find. I figured I'd share it. I'm on roll 30, and it looks like we may have a war nickel right here. This is going to be great. Let's check it out. Oh, I hope it is. And it is 1943, and it's a Denver. That is great. 1943 goes right along with our 42 and our 41. That is awesome. We also had a 1954 San Francisco, so I'm going to check that for the S over D a little bit later. And we had a 1952 San Francisco, which is cool because this is only 20 million minted. Not a key date or anything, but relatively low. And we're up to a total of 6 of the later year San Franciscos, including that nice 1970 right there. So very cool there. I'm on roll 39. It's been a little bit since our last find. However, I have a 1940 right here. It's a Philadelphia, it's a plain, but it's an oldie, and I love that. And it's really kind of interesting because we have 40, 41, 42, and 43. And we got a couple of 50s too. Over the past several rolls, we had this 1952. It looks like a Denver. I'll check that out under the scope just to be sure. We had another 1952 San Francisco, which is good because that's it's 20 million minted. It's not low, but it's not super high either. And then we had a 1983 that looks a little bit nicer condition than I normally see them. 83s, 82s, and in the 84Ps are really hard to find in good condition. And then we also had a 1958 Denver as well. And another 1970 San Francisco. Just a lot of San Franciscos in this box. But we're going to keep at it. On roll 47, and I think we may have another war nickel. Look at this. Oh, nope. That's just a 1991 that's a little dirty. Roll number 50, and it looks like we have a little last roll luck here. We got another oldie. 1941. I haven't checked the mint mark. Let's see if it has one. And it does. 1941 Denver. I'll have to look that up. I think the Denver or it's the San Francisco, one of the two, is relatively low. So that is cool. Very cool there. And then right below it, look at this. I don't see 1988s coming out like that very often. That is very cool. Still see a few of the steps. I'm on roll number 6 of the second box, and I found a semi-key date. I've already looked at the back because it was the 50s, and so I wasn't going to record it at first. But it's a 1951, and it's a San Francisco. Man, this box has been full of San Franciscos, and look at that. 1951S. I saw that, and so I immediately went and checked the red book. 7.7 million minted. Very, very, very cool. I don't know if I have that one yet. Probably not, because it is a semi-key. That is awesome. Also, over the past several rolls, I found another nice 1983. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that because these are hard to find in good condition.
I found a buffalo.
What year is it?
It's a 1937 P.
Holy cow. That is awesome. Actually, the mint mark's on the back. It's not a... Did it show the... Is it a P? Flip it over. Is that just a P right there?
There's a P right there.
Oh, okay, yep. Man, that's very cool. And show them the other things that you found in that roll that you just handed me right there.
I also found this 1959 Denver and this 1940 Denver.
That is everything in that roll that she has found because she's working on a different math than me. That is incredible. Great job. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very cool.
Well, it's mine.
So here's that 1937 Buffalo that my little helper just found. And at first we thought this was a P for Philadelphia, but looking at the red book, and as most of you probably already know, this is an F and it's just a little worn. But, and we did check the reverse and there is no mint mark. So it is a 1937 Philadelphia, but not for the reason that me and my little helper thought. I'm on roll 25 and I found a 1941 and it is another 1941 San Francisco. Pales in the comparison of my little helper's 1937 Buffalo nickel, which was awesome. Good job there. But over the past several rolls, I also forgot to show you the 1969 Denver right here. This just looks pretty nice for 69s as far as those go. Pretty nice there. And then this is just an interesting one. Look at the toning on that, the coloration. It's actually in pretty good shape from a perspective of low scratches and stuff like that. No steps or anything, but just a pretty cool, interesting toning. And then we had a couple more San Franciscos. Found a 1970 and my little helper found a 1969. So that was cool. And then two 1959s, two 1959 Denvers. Pretty common, but nice to have those old 1950s.
And one of those 59s are mine.
Yep.
I found this 1941 Denver and it is 53 million minted.
Yep, it's not a super low mintage, 53 million. And man, that's in rough shape, huh?
Uh-huh.
Maybe someone found that in the ground. All right, let me show them what I found over the past couple of rolls. I had this 1952 Denver, which is about 30 million minted, so that's a little bit better. And earlier I found a 1940, which I believe is a Philadelphia. Yep. And we had this 1964 in pretty nice shape for the 60s. Not the best that we have, but pretty decent. So I'm going to go ahead and set it aside. And we're going to keep going. We are on roll 38 and we have another oldie right here. I wasn't recording them because we've gotten several 1941s already, but I figured I'd show you just because over the past 3 or 4 rolls, we've gotten 3 1941 Philadelphias. So that takes our total of 1941s up to 7 so far for these 2 boxes. A little bit more than I normally get, especially of that 1 year. All right, we are all done with the last box, and now we have some errors to go look for. All of these right here are the 2005 with the American Bison. Both the P and the D have a potential error, so we're going to go look for those. The 2004 have a double die verse that we're going to look for in the words trust and a few other spots that we're going to look for. And then 2 of the finds that we had, the 1954 S, we're going to look for the S over D. And then, not that I really needed to, but the 1952 right there, I just wanted to confirm if it's an S or a D. So we're going to go hit the scope and see what we can find. Here's the 1954 San Francisco underneath the microscope, and you're looking for a D underneath in the S over D error, and so it would be kind of squared off down here, but this doesn't have it. I think this right here is just dirt or post-mint, some kind of foreign debris or something, but it doesn't look like there's any elevated metal or anything underneath it, so. But always good to check. Well, we didn't have those errors, but I wanted to give you an idea of what I was looking for. Here's the Strike It Rich with Pocket Change book. I have a link down in the description. If you want to get it, I use it all the time. And if you do use my link, then it will help our channel. So the 2004 Philadelphia, there is a double die obverse, and you can see it mostly in the trust. As you can see right here, there's the doubling. And then the serif is split both on the S as well as the 4. There's also some doubling on the zeros. The 2 serif is split as well. So it's very minor, so it's really hard to see, but that's also why it's so much money. Then on the 2005 Denver and Philadelphia, there's 2 different errors. There is a die dent that makes it look like the buffalo is speared down through right here in the middle of the buffalo in the abdomen. And I think it also goes up through the back as well. That is on the 2005 Denver. And in the similar area on the 2005 Philadelphia, there's extra metal, so it looks like the actual, I think it's actually an American bison or buffalo is peeing, but so that's on the 2005 Philadelphia. So I like to look at all of them, and it's really easy because it's the same area that you're looking. So now that we're all done looking for errors, here's the overall wrap up. We ended up with a total of 9 2009s, which is about par for the course on 2 boxes, at least the boxes that I've been getting. We had 1940s Philadelphia and 1940s Denver right here. The 50s Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco right here. So a pretty good variety. One thing that was interesting is the majority of the 40s were 40 and 41. Lots of duplicates of 41, a total of 7. And then we ended up with 3 of the 1952 San Francisco right here. And then Denver's we had 52, 54, 57, 58, and 59. So a decent variety overall. But obviously the 3 best finds of the hunt was the 1937 buffalo that my daughter found. That was great. Got to love that. That's one of the better condition buffaloes that we have. Probably the best, because we didn't realize that was not a P and that was an F, because most of ours are pretty slicked out. And but it is a Philadelphia, because I looked on the back, there's no mint mark. And then we also had the 1943 Denver War Nickel. That was great. And then finally, we had a semi-key date, the 1951 San Francisco. I haven't had a chance to go back and look, but I am pretty sure this is either my first or maybe second. So definitely don't have a lot of these. I was surprised to get that one, so that was really, really cool. All right, well, the Robinhood Coins giveaway for this video is going to be a 1940, 1941, 2009, and the 1943 War Nickel. Got to love the silver nickel. And as always, to enter that giveaway, all you have to do is comment on the video, and we'll use a random comment picker to pick the winner. Well, I hope you enjoyed this hunt as much as we did. If so, smash that like button. If you like our content, hit subscribe and make sure to also hit the notification bell. That way you don't miss any videos or giveaways. And with that, we will see you on the next hunt.